You're standing in your kitchen. It's a Tuesday evening. Nothing special. You just finished washing a few dishes, and we're heading to the living room to catch the evening news. And then it happens. A sudden, crushing pressure right in the center of your chest, like an invisible weight is being lowered onto your ribs. You try to take a deep breath to steady yourself, but your lungs won't expand. It feels like you're trying to breathe through a pinched straw. And here's the part that terrifies me as a doctor. You look around the room and there is nobody there. You are completely alone. The room starts to tilt. A cold, oily sweat breaks out across your forehead, and a sharp, radiating ache begins to crawl up into your jaw and down your left arm. You try to reach for your phone on the counter, but your fingers feel like lead weights, clumsy and unresponsive. You have about 60 seconds of clear thinking before your brain begins to starve of oxygen, and you lose consciousness. What you do in those 60 seconds is everything. It is the difference between being found by a neighbor 2 days from now, or walking out of the hospital in 48 hours with your heart still beating. Most people over 60 have been told to just call 911, but if you are alone, that is only step one of a much more critical survival sequence. Today I am going to show you the 60-second solo survival protocol that every senior must memorize. Your heart is like a high-pressure hydraulic pump. When a heart attack occurs, a blockage stops the flow of oxygenated blood, causing the heart muscle to seize and lose its rhythm. In this state, your body system is sending a desperate message. If you are alone, the primary biological consequence is that your blood pressure begins to plummet, which is why you feel that lightheaded, tilting sensation. But here is where most people get the survival part wrong. They think they should lie down and wait. However, research from institutions like the University of British Columbia and various cardiac emergency protocols has explored a mechanism known as Cough CPR, or auto-resuscitation. Think of your chest cavity as a bellows. By performing a specific, rhythmic movement, a deep, forced cough, you are triggering a mechanical process at a cellular level. This movement acts as an internal massage for the heart. Each deep breath brings vital oxygen into your lungs, and each forceful, prolonged cough squeezes the heart, maintaining a baseline of blood circulation to your brain. This specific 60-second movement protocol triggers a spike in intrathoracic pressure. This pressure essentially tricks the heart into maintaining a rhythm long enough for you to reach a phone or unlock your front door. It is not a permanent fix, but it is a biological bridge that uses your own muscular system to keep your brain alive. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to perform this protocol safely and effectively. Before we begin the physical protocol, we must address the environment. If you are alone and feel these symptoms, your priority is accessibility. These steps are designed for bodies over 60, including those with limited mobility, arthritis, or previous cardiac history. The anchor point. Find a sturdy chair or, if you are in the kitchen, grip the edge of the counter. Do not attempt to perform this protocol standing freely. As your blood pressure fluctuates, your balance will be compromised. No equipment necessary. This survival sequence requires absolutely no equipment. It relies entirely on your internal musculature to create the necessary pressure. The unlocking rule. Before you start the movements, if you are near a door, unlock it. This removes the single biggest objection emergency responders face: being unable to reach a patient who has lost consciousness behind a locked door. Specific pain warning signs. While you will feel intense pressure, if you experience a sharp tearing sensation in your back or a sudden inability to move your legs, modify the protocol by focusing exclusively on the breathing aspect while seated. These modifications ensure the protocol is inclusive for seniors with various physical conditions, removing the psychological friction or hesitation that often occurs during a crisis. You are preparing your body to act as its own first responder. By setting up this safe survival zone in your chair or at your counter, you eliminate the risk of a secondary injury from a fall. Now that you are anchored and the door is unlocked, we move into the foundation of the 60-second rescue. Now we execute the 3-step solo survival sequence. Remember, you have approximately 60 seconds. Do not panic. Focus entirely on the rhythm. Step number 1. the high-volume oxygen intake. Before you cough, you must fill the bellows. Take a breath so deep, it feels like you are trying to touch the bottom of your stomach with air. This is not a shallow chest breath. You need maximum oxygen saturation in the lungs immediately. If you feel a sharp pain, push through it just enough to get the air in. This oxygen is what will keep your brain cells from dying during the next 60 seconds. Step number 2. The vigorous prolonged cough. This is the most misunderstood part of the protocol. This is not a polite throat clear. This is a deep, hacking, prolonged cough, as if you are trying to spit up phlegm from the very bottom of your chest. The cough must be long and forceful. Why? Because the long cough is what creates the sustained pressure needed to squeeze the heart. Think of it like a manual pump. A short cough does nothing. A 2-second long deep cough physically compresses the heart against the spine and sternum, forcing blood out and up to the brain. Step number 3. The 2-second reset rhythm. You cannot just cough wildly. You will exhaust your remaining energy. You must follow a precise, survival cadence. Breathe in deep. Cough hard and long. Wait 2 seconds. Repeat. This 2-second pause allows the heart to refill with what little blood is circulating before you squeeze it again with the next cough. Continue this 1-2-3 cycle without stopping. Do not stop to check your pulse. Do not stop to see if the pain is gone. Every repetition of this cycle is a manual heartbeat that you are providing for yourself. You are the operator of your own life support system. Continue this rhythm until you hear the paramedics at the door, or until you have successfully reached and dialed 911 on speakerphone. I need you to listen to me very closely right now. If you are in the middle of this crisis, your brain is going to try to talk you out of what you're doing. As the pain intensifies or the lightheadedness settles in, a wave of sheer panic is going to tell you to stop, to lie down, or to just close your eyes and rest for a second. Do not listen to that voice. That urge to lie down is a biological trap. When you go horizontal during a solo cardiac event, you lose the gravitational advantage that helps keep blood in your brain, and you make it significantly harder for your lungs to expand fully for those life-saving breaths. I know your chest feels like it's in a vice. I know the coughing is exhausting and feels wrong when you're in pain. But you have to understand the stakes. You are currently acting as a bridge. Every single forced cough is a manual pulse. Every deep breath is a delivery of fuel to your brain. You are literally buying yourself the minutes you need for the professionals to take over. Think about why you're doing this. You aren't just fighting for your own life. You're fighting for the next Sunday dinner with your grandkids. You're fighting for that trip you planned for next fall. You are fighting to ensure that when the paramedics arrive, they find a patient they can save, rather than a tragedy they have to report. You have the strength to do this for 60 more seconds. Regain your rhythm. Focus on the counter you're holding or the chair you're sitting in. Feel the floor beneath your feet. You are in control of this movement. Do not stop. Breathe deep. Cough hard. Wait 2 seconds. Again. You are doing exactly what is necessary to survive this. Stay with me. We are going to get through this minute together. We have established the rhythm, but now we must apply the power moves, the 2 most critical mechanical interventions that maximize your chances of survival when every second feels like an hour. Exercise number 2, the diaphragmatic compression, the piston effect. Once you have mastered the cough cadence, you must integrate your core. As you initiate that deep, prolonged cough, lean your torso forward slightly, about 30 degrees, while gripping your support surface. This movement uses your abdominal wall to drive your diaphragm upward with maximum force. Think of this as a piston in an engine. By leaning forward and crunching your core during the cough, you are significantly increasing the intrathoracic pressure. This ensures that the blood isn't just moving. It is being propelled with enough force to reach the furthest capillaries in your brain. This prevents the gray out or blackout that happens when blood pressure drops too low. If you are in a chair, keep your feet planted firmly to create a solid base for this compression. Exercise number 1, the carotid reset, the primary lifeline. This is the single most important power move in the entire 60-second protocol. It is the move that coordinates your breathing, your cough, and your focus into one singular survival act. Between your coughs, as you take that 2-second pause, tilt your chin slightly upward. This straightens the carotid arteries in your neck, providing a clear, unobstructed path for the blood you are manually pumping. Many people instinctively tuck their chin when in pain, which can actually restrict the very vessels trying to feed the brain. The combined execution, the reach, chin up, deep breath in. Exercise number 1. The drive, lean forward, deep forceful cough. Exercise number 2. The reset, hold the counter, wait 2 seconds. This is the peak of the protocol. By combining the piston of your diaphragm with the lifeline of your carotid alignment, you are providing your body with the highest possible level of manual circulatory support. You are no longer a victim of a biological accident. You are the active operator of your own recovery. Keep this 2-to-1 sequence going. You are doing the work that your heart currently cannot. Stay focused. Stay rhythmic. Stay alive. This is your survival blueprint. We've broken down the mechanics, the setup, and the power moves. Now let's solidify the exact sequence you must initiate the moment you realize you are alone and a cardiac event is beginning. The 60-second solo protocol summary. Phase 1, the tactical anchor. Seconds 1 to 5. Immediately stop what you are doing. Reach for a sturdy surface, a counter, a heavy table, or a chair. If you are near a door, unlock it. Do not lie down. Phase 2, the oxygen load. Seconds 5 to 10. Take the deepest breath possible. Expand your diaphragm fully. Phase 3, the power compression. Seconds 10 to 60. Execute the forced, prolonged cough while leaning forward 30 degrees. The piston. Keep your chin slightly elevated. The lifeline. Phase 4, the 1-2-3. Cadence deep breath. 2-second forceful cough. 2-second rest. Repeat until help arrives. The frequency RX, your mental drill. Unlike a standard exercise routine, you don't perform this daily, but you must mental map it. The quarterly rehearsal. Every 3 months, sit in your favorite chair or stand at your kitchen counter. Physically go through the motions of the deep breath and the lean in for the cough. Do not actually cough forcefully during practice. Just mimic the movement. This builds muscle memory, so that when your brain is in survival mode and oxygen is low, your body moves on autopilot. The nightly check. Make it a habit every evening to ensure your phone is within reach of your bed and your primary exit is easily accessible. This protocol is your biological fire extinguisher. You hope you never have to use it, but you must know exactly where it is and how it works. By rehearsing this 60-second sequence twice a year, you are effectively programming your nervous system to stay calm and mechanical during a crisis. You aren't just memorizing a health tip, you are installing a fail-safe system that could give you the extra minutes that save your life. Keep this sequence pinned in your mind. Anchor, breathe, cough, reset. I want to pause here because information without action is just noise, and in a cardiac emergency, noise won't save you. We are going to do something right now to lock this into your long-term memory. I want you to head down to the comments section immediately. I want you to type 2 things. First, type the word anchor. This is your public commitment that you have identified the exact spot in your home, that sturdy kitchen counter, or that heavy oak chair, where you will perform this protocol if the need arises. Second, I want you to type the name of one person you are going to share this video with tonight. Is it your spouse, your brother, your best friend who lives alone? By tagging them or simply writing their name, you are moving this information from your passive brain to your active brain. You are becoming an advocate for survival. Why am I asking you to do this? Because the algorithm that controls what people see on their feeds prioritizes engagement. When you comment anchor, you aren't just helping yourself. You are telling the system that this life-saving information is important. You are helping push this video in front of another senior who might be home alone right now, unaware of the 60-second solo protocol. Your comment could literally be the reason someone else survives next week. Once you've left that comment, I have one final, Critical instruction regarding what to do the moment the paramedics walk through that door you just unlocked. Don't skip this last step, because the transition from solo survival to professional care is where many mistakes happen. I'll see you in the next section for the final takeaway.